apologize if someone asked this because I had to jump on the call a little bit after it started. But with Mike not able to be in the corner, have you settled on all who will be in the corner? Will we have one fewer person, or have you enlisted somebody else to be there with you?
Yeah, we'll have an extra person. Secret weapon of mine will be there. We're ready to go, man. It obviously sucks. I really wanted Mike Brown to be right there in the corner because he's put in so much mat time, phone time, tape time, running alongside of me, cutting weight alongside of me. We were friends and sparring partners and training partners long before he became my coach. And he took on the role as one of my head coaches, has brought me this far. It's just devastating news when I found out that Mike Brown was not going to be my coach. But the fight, the show must carry on, and Mike will be there in spirit. And I got to do this for my boy, man, Mike Brown.
So, secret weapon. We're not going to say who the secret weapon is. We want to keep the suspense going until Saturday.
You know both Jorge and Gilbert for a long time now. Who would you say you know the better as a fighter?
As a fighter, I would say obviously Gilbert. I've trained with Gilbert, and I know just how good he is. I know how tough he is. I know how much of a dog he is. And, so there's that added element there with us knowing one another. But with Jorge, he's a talented fighter. Like I said, man, he's good. He's good. He's no slouch. I don't dismiss him by any means. I don't dismiss his skills at all. I think he's a tough competitor, and there's a reason he's been around for so long. Yes, he's had his ups and downs in his career, but at this moment, he's the biggest, baddest dude next in line for me to face, and I'm fully prepared and aware of that.
Dana, I was surprised somewhat by some of the criticism that you received ahead of the first UFC event, because it seemed to me that you were willing to jump through all the hoops necessary to do it as safely as possible. It's a sport without a lot of participants. You didn't need so many tests like leagues did, etc. And now you actually have an island. We've talked to Top Rank, because we have here on ESPN Boxing, of course, about their bubble and had them take us through that. Bernardo Asuna's inside the bubble, and Chappelle told us what it was like. Can you tell us what Fight Island is like? Like, when you get there, what happens? What's life like on Fight Island?
So as soon as we landed on the plane, they had separate cars for everybody so that everybody could social distance that was on the plane. Everybody who was on the plane had already been quarantined in Las Vegas and tested. We get here, they take you right through, you go through like a customs type situation. Then we get to the hotel, and literally the people that landed on the plane with me, we've been in quarantine for 48 hours and have not left our rooms. Been tested twice. Before the fight happens, we will be been tested 3 or 4 times. We get tested again on Friday. I can't remember if we do on Saturday. But yeah, I mean, the amount of tests that you take before we actually step in and compete is unbelievable. It's got to be near impossible for somebody to test positive unless they come into something here in Abu Dhabi, which we're in what's called the safety zone, which is a 10 square mile facility where it's just us. Nobody else is here in this safety zone except for us and people who are working, obviously the hotels and stuff, but have all been tested.
Test this week. Another test in the bag. Getting ready for UFC 251. 3 negative tests. 1 more to go, and I am ready to roar. From the octagon. It's time, baby.
All right, thank you.
Don't you think there's also a problem in incentivizing people to just win because you have a win bonus?
Yes.
That win bonus, I do not like. I have said this from the beginning. I just don't think it's fair. First of all, if you're gonna do a win bonus, you need to do something about the judging.
Yes, 100%.
You need to have a better scoring system, and you need to get rid of incompetence. And then when you go to other states, you need to take control of the situation because
And accountability to the scoring too.
It's in other states, it's dire.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you, and I don't want to name states, but there's been states where we do fights where I'm just going, what? Who watched that fight?
Yeah, I hear you.
How is that? How is this even possible? People just get fucking robbed.
Yes.
So if you have win bonuses, and you know, if a guy comes in and he's getting 50, and then if he wins, he gets another 50. You stole $50,000 from that guy by giving him incompetent judging.
Yes.
And I don't. If you're a fighter, you got to do your best to win. If that means take the guy down and hump him and throw enough punches to keep the referee from standing up, that's $50,000 for you.
Now add in. Oh yeah. By the way, you lose, we can just cut your contract.
Yep. And then you have to start from scratch.
security.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy.
That doesn't, that doesn't help anybody really. And I would say a better system would be to have a win bonus and a finish bonus, and the finish bonus be double the win bonus.
I think no win bonus,
or at least
finish bonus sounds great. Finish bonus sounds great. That's just going to entice people to fight harder. But
of course,
I want a fighter to know that if you're going to get X amount of dollars, this is what you're getting for that fight. It's not you're going to get half that because the judges are idiots.
Correct. Yeah, no, I feel you there, and that's a lot of ways the UFC style of pricing, which seems to be kind of the general model for MMA, is that you get $5 to fight and $5 to win for a guy that you might have paid him $8 to just fight.
Yeah,
so
true.
There's where and I understand the concept of a win bonus is incentivizing, but it only incentivizes to win. It doesn't incentivize to finish. And if the argument is
incentivizes those guys at the top level, guys are trying to fucking.
here's
Have
the
you
thing.
ever not tried to win?